Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you've noticed I'm sat at a slightly different angle, it's because there's like a line of lights you won't be able to see anywhere in this shot. That's like where the sun is coming through, like these tiny little gaps in my blinds, like where the ropes are, if that makes sense. And I don't want that on my face, so I'm sat at a really dodgy angle. My leg is pressed into my desk right now. But anyway, today is a different video. It's going to take me about a month to film. I say about a month, it's going to take me a month to film. Because as you can tell by the title, this is a month-long, not a challenge, but an experiment. I'm going to use the same makeup, well not every day, I don't wear makeup every day, but every time I do makeup, I'm going to be using the same products. So I've put together a makeup bag here, full of, I think, every product I need. I might have to double check that. So I'm doing this for a couple of reasons. One, because I never use the same products 2 days in a row. Aside from maybe concealer, I never use the same products 2 days in a row. So I want to see how I do having to use the same products in a row and how much product I actually use when I do the same products 2 days in a row. Or just, well, every day for a month pretty much. I also want to kind of challenge myself creatively to see if on quite a strict makeup routine, whether or not I can change it up a lot. I'm going to go through the products that I've picked out, but first, I still haven't made my mind up about one, and I'm going to have to make up my mind about it like now. So this one I've already said no to, but I had 3 options for eyeshadow palettes. So the first one was the Urban Decay Distortion palette. If you've not seen it, this is it. I did a review on it when I got it. It wasn't long out by the time I did that review. And I thought, I don't use this palette a whole lot, and I thought maybe now's the opportunity to. And it's not that I don't like the palette, I do. The quality of everything is gorgeous. It's just not something I naturally just gravitate towards. So yeah, I've decided to rule this one out because it's not very autumnal. Aside from like the coppery shades here, it's not very autumnal. This black though is like gorgeous in the palette. So I have ruled this one out. I thought it was a nice compact size though, which is another reason why I thought maybe this one. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so my 2 options are the Naked Urban Decay Heat Palette. Beautiful autumnal colours. So that's like, because they're the really autumnal colours, that's why I'm really wanting to go for this. But that being said, I might like run out of ideas fairly quickly with this palette. So that's why I'm a little bit reserved on that one. And my other option is the Morphe 35p palette. So if I can open it, there we go. I've only hit pan on one of these shadows, and it is of course the base shadow. I do love this palette, don't get me wrong, I really do. I don't use it as much as I want to. So that's one of the reasons that I want to use this, and I could get quite a few looks out of this. But also, because like, I use the purples in this, kind of a firm out. I mean, it doesn't look like it in the pan. There's only like really like one shimmer, which is this like champagne colour. But like these colours here, I really like. I don't know if you could even see that, but it's like these reds in this kind of like area. But I think I'm going to go with Naked Heat because I'll be pushing myself a bit more to be creative with changing it up, if that's even possible. So Naked Heat it is. Okay, so for primer, I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Infallible Primer because I really want to use this up. If I finish it within the month though, I will go on to use my little, I've got a little Professional, I'm going to use that if this runs out, just to kind of, it's like a fail-safe, like it's a just in case, okay? Okay, for foundation, I'm going with the Kat Von D Lock-It foundation. I have a different foundation that I want to use up, which is the Infallible foundation, the stick foundation, but that is more foundation that I prefer to use when I'm just kind of really quickly nipping out and I want a bit of coverage because it doesn't look great on my skin, like it just kind of clings to dry patches. This one, however, can sometimes look cakey, so I could be shooting myself in the foot here, but I figured I could go a bit more glam, but still kind of go for like a bit of a lighter coverage if I use less. So I figured I could kind of do more with this. For concealer, I'm just using one. Usually I do use two. I have one for under eye and one for concealing like spots or blemishes. But I figure again I'll just make my life a bit easier and use one. So I'm using the Kat Von D Lock-It concealer. The thing is about this one, it's quite thick, so I don't know how it's going to go for under eye. We'll just have to wait and see. Okay, for setting powder, I'm using the Fit Me powder, the pressed one from Maybelline. It's the Matte & Poreless translucent version. And then for bronzer / contouring, I'm going to be using the Morphe 9C palette. This has a highlighter in, but it's not going to be one that I use because it's too dark for me anyway. And like these powders are also too dark, so it's just going to be like these 3 colours that I use really. But I want to like kind of get my use out of this a bit more as well. So that's why I picked that. I haven't used it in a while. Okay, so for blush, I'm using the Bourjois blusher in Rose Frisian, or no, Frosted Rose. I was reading it, I don't know. Frosted Rose, that's what it's called. It's quite a nice brush. I hate the smell of these. Smell like really powdery. It's like not nice at all. Okay, so for highlight, I've gone with the I Heart Makeup Goddess of Love Triple Baked Highlighter in... Oh, is it the Goddess of Love? Yeah, it's the Goddess of Love. That's the colour of it. So when I first got this, it had like a pink shift to it, and now for some reason it's just champagne, and I'm very confused about that. But yeah, I want to use that more. So for brows, I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Brow Gel Pomade. This is in the shade Brunette. I have a love-hate relationship with this. I like how it makes my brows look, but it's a little bit bitty. Like, I don't know what it is. It's a bit hit or miss. That is the window cleaner. And Alfie barking. Okay, so for brow gel, I use this all the time. It's the only brow gel I have, but I do want to use it up so I can move on to another one. I don't have anything wrong with this one, but I really want to try the Benefit one. But this is good. It's like, I'm guessing it's a dupe. It's a fibre gel. So this is the Gosh one in the shade Chestnut. I do really like it. The only problem is with this is it's got quite a big, like it's a fat one. If it was thinner, I think it would be better because I kind of, and I have quite thick eyebrows, but it just gets on my skin sometimes. Okay, so for primer, for my eyes, that is eyeshadow primer, using the F2K Primer Potion. Again, it's the only primer I have for my eyes, but I need one. Don't like it too much, it does the job though. Okay, eyeshadow we have agreed. Naked Heat. So yes, we'll see. I really enjoy this palette, I do. And I want to use it more. It looks like it's been barely used, except there's like a gouging out of this one before my nail accidentally. So yeah, it'd be good for me to get more use out of this one. And then I haven't, oh actually, should I do a liner? I'm gonna put a liner in there. Okay, I'm gonna use the NYX That's the Point liquid liner. And this is gonna be kind of like lip gloss. It's one that I can use but don't have to use, if that makes sense. It's like, but it's there. Then I've got, obviously, have I mentioned Benefit Roller Lash? I don't know if I have, it was in my hand, but Benefit Roller Lash for mascara. For lips, I have a lip liner, a liquid lipstick, and a lip gloss. Like I said, the gloss isn't a definite, but if I want to change up a look a little bit, I'll use this. So for lip liner, I've got the NYX retractable lip liner in Vanilla Sky, and the NYX Lip Lingerie in Bedtime Flirt. I figured a nude would be better for this palette, just for this palette. And then I've got, just kind of switched up, this gloss might not go at all, but it's the Urban Decay High Shine Gloss, and the colour is SPL. It's got an actual shade name, like on the website, or like on the Debenhams website anyway. But it's like the lighter pink shimmery one with like a, got like a blue. Maybe I shouldn't go for this lip gloss. Maybe I should go... Okay, I'm changing the gloss because I think that blue will not go with the red tones. Instead, I am going to go with the Avon Mark Plump It lip gloss in Pink Pout. I really like this. It is plumping, because obviously it has like a tingle to it, but it's not like a painful tingle. It's like very minty. And then obviously my Urban Decay Lock-It setting spray. I'll be using that. So that is the makeup that I will have to use this month, all month. So I'll be kind of like chiming in every once in a while throughout the month, letting you know how I'm getting on, and then at the end of the month, a roundup. So yeah, I hope you enjoy. I'm going to show you what makeup look I create with those products, well, it'll be in like a second for you. Okay, so this is the look I've gone with, obviously, using the products that I'm going to be using for the next month. What I'm going to do like a before and after of the products, so you will see that at the end of the video. But yeah, I forgot to say, there is an exception to this, being obviously I make makeup videos. If I buy makeup and I want to test it out, I am allowed to do that during this month, but any products that I haven't bought, I have to use them on, like, any product, like say if I bought a lipstick, I have to like the rest of my face with this stuff, or I buy a foundation, I use that foundation but use the rest of this stuff, that kind of thing. That's what I mean. That is the only exception. I don't really plan on buying much makeup. So yeah, and anything I do, it'll be like one video, so that's my exception for this video, because obviously I do make makeup videos. So yeah, let's see how I get on throughout the rest of the month. This is going to be challenging because I love makeup and I don't use the same makeup every day, and I've got a bit of an obsession, so we'll see how I go. Okay, well it is now November 1st, and if you could not tell, I am definitely not wearing any of the makeup that I picked for my little monthly experiment. Well, sort of a lie. I did still use my eye primer, my setting spray and eyebrow gel, because there's only one of each product that I have. I don't have an extra one that I can use like I do with everything else. So My thoughts. I managed, if you could not tell in the little inserts, to do a different look every time I used this palette, which was actually quite surprising. There was even 2 looks I forgot to film. Again, still not the same as any of the previous days, so that was quite good. That shows a palette even just like of this size and not like one of the big like £35 palettes you can do a lot with. This primer still does not want to finish. There's a little bit left, but it's not finished like I thought it would be. Same for my setting spray. I've had this for over a year now and it's still got product in there. I don't know how, but that's pretty good. I don't know how this is still alive either. And my Benefit Roll Lash, I'm gonna have to throw away. It's still like there's still, I guess, product in there, but I've had it for so long now I should probably throw it away. This Bourjois blush I'm going to throw away. It does not look like it's been used at all, and I think most days it didn't even go on my face. I don't know what, it's just the worst blush I've ever had to use. I always have to scrape off the top layer after a couple of days. I'm chucking that. I'm also sadly chucking my NYX Lip Lingerie in Bedtime Flirt, and probably the other one as well, because even though it says they can be open for 18 months, it started to smell funny partway through, so I haven't actually used this for the last 2 weeks. But the smell's changed, so I'm going to throw this. This highlighter, it looks barely used as well, but I'm going to keep it. I do like it. It's gone pink again. It's like a pink, it's a champagne highlighter with like a pink cast to it, like if you turn your face it looks pink. And then it went through a little phase of not looking pink at all and it's gone back to looking pink, so I don't know what's going on with that. I have fallen back in love with my Morphe 9C palette. It's fairly well loved. I would actually put this highlighter on top of this one because I realised pink highlight and an orangey red eyeshadow palette don't go. I didn't think about that while I was picking out the makeup, but I really have enjoyed these 3 colours. This one is too dark for me, so that has not been used at all. Same for the banana powder. In fact, any of these powders I haven't used, but I really like the bronzer and contour shades in this, so yeah. Okay, I put a little mark right there when I started this video, so I have used a fair amount of this foundation, so that's interesting to see how much, if I use this well, not every day, but every time I put my makeup on, how much I can go through this. I'm gonna have to throw away this concealer. If you can see, yeah, I've had to scrape away this. It is definitely dead now. My brow pomade, there's like a significant chunk in there. I've managed to make it less bitty in the actual pot, so it now works a lot nicer. And my Fit Me Matte and Poreless powder now has a very significant little dip in the middle of it, because what I would do is I would get my sponge and dip in it and then press it on my forehead, under my eyes, around my nose and my chin, and I found that's the best way to use this powder. So I haven't used this powder today because I just wanted to use different makeup, but I'm really missing this powder actually, so I really love that. Okay, and the last things I have are the eyeliner, which I barely used because I didn't feel I don't use eyeliner a lot actually, so yeah, but I do like this one. My lip liner, which I used a fair bit. I did snap it a little bit. It's only a tiny bit off the end that came off, but yeah. My Avon lip gloss, which I like, and obviously the primer for my eyes, which I used every time I put makeup on because I always put eyeshadow on. So yeah. Final thoughts. I was dying to just experiment with makeup. I did obviously have the 2 exceptions where I tested out the Chewy Revolution palettes I got, which are my last 2 videos. If you want to go check them out, I used. So that's the Reloaded Velvet Rose and the Reloaded Iconic Division. These 2 are my only 2 exceptions, and it was like 2 different days I think that I used them. So that aside from that, I have had to use all the exact same makeup every time I've done my makeup, and I don't like it. I like having variety. I rarely use the same primer or foundation or anything same day in a row, never mind every single product every day. So yeah, I'm very excited to just experiment a lot more now and wear what different things. Wearing this red toned eyeshadow every single, like for like 3 days in a row is just like not what I want. I want to go from like red to blue to purple to browns to pink. Like, it's what I'm like. I don't like using the same makeup every day because I'm in a different mood every day. So yeah, this was an interesting experiment, but I'm glad it's over. And if you enjoyed, let me know in the comments down below, and let me know as well if you'd like to see anything else from me, and I will see you next time. Bye!